2028, one Big Mac will equal $1 million. From the Gospel of John McAfee. Bro, just learn to code. The Project Freedom Podcast.
Boom, and welcome to the Project Freedom Podcast, episode number 25, where we discuss anything and everything that has to do with sovereign individualism. Shout out to the chat tonight. Sam Perchinsky says, Sam staying yes sticker. Yes. Cody Moose in the Who says sticker yes, saying Sam. Also, yes. Clay Buster. Cody Mouse, are you awesome today? Cody, are you awesome today? I'm wondering myself. Wade Emery, what's up, guys? Orange pill emojis in the chat. Antonio, sup, Killas? What is up, Antonio? Hope everything is doing good down there in Texas. Christian Soto, orange pill emojis in the chat. All right, guys. So I think it was Monday. Last Monday, I was just like, all right, well, I'll just do like an interactive stream where I can just basically communicate with everybody and just do a basic ask me anything. And you guys seem to like that, and other people seem to like that too. And I enjoyed it because it was easy. I didn't have to do any preparation, and it was a lot of like communication back and forth. So I figured we would just go ahead and do that again today. However, also, I would like to preface this in the same manner that we did last time by just simply taking a look at the news before we, let people come into the chat. Take a look at the news Ruski over here and just see, guys. Let us get a sentiment of how the universe is feeling tonight. You guys want to do that? I really don't want to, but I'd like to prove a point here by doing it anyway. Because, yeah, sorry, guys. Got to go to your favorite news channel again here. Hold on, guys. Hold on. It's coming. It's coming. Shh, it's coming. All right, it's coming. All right, so let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on today in clown world out there. Let's take a look here. Why don't we just do like this? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Any minute, StreamYard. Any minute. All right. So what do we see? First thing. Let's just see. Well, I think if I just take a look at it this time. All right. I'll be unbiased. You know, you guys know I really don't like this news organization very much, but I'll be unbiased today. I'm just going to taking a look at this stuff without reading any of the articles or any titles or words. I just look at how I feel on the screen. Probably feel a little like maybe flustered, but I'm kind of more so on the neutral side. Although, this just seems like the typical kind of news stuff that people would be pushing on the news when there's really nothing really to talk about. What we have here, it says DeSantis escalates war on mask in schools. Florida could move to withhold salaries of officials who violate ban on mask mandates in school. Not really quite sure what that's about. But probably not important, to be completely honest with you, at least in my humble opinion. Then it says House Democrats wouldn't have a shot at getting Trump's tax returns from the IRS until at least November. So you mean to tell me that the government, who has the ability to backdoor into every single internet entity, or I guess literally anything plugged into the internet, doesn't have this ability? I don't know. Pretty sure they already know what this guy's tax returns look like, if I'm being quite honest with you guys. Next thing we see, Robert Durst. Robert Durst testifies he didn't kill Susan Berman. I have no idea who that is, nor do I have any idea who Susan Berman is. Governor Cuomo is in a fighting mood, even as aides try to convince him to resign. Well, Yeah, so far nothing crazy. All right, looks like we're not seeing a bunch of like crazy doom and gloom today on this website here. Celebrity news: Trebek's likely Jeopardy successor defends him on claims he mistreated colleagues. Somebody mistreated somebody. Oh no. Oh no. All right, guys. So I guess the sentiment today for the circus that we live in, it doesn't seem that bad, guys. It doesn't really seem that bad. So hey, maybe everything's normal. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I don't know. Kyle saying yes. Yes. Kyle saying yes. We should get a Kyle saying yes sticker. Cody Moose says, Princesses of the Dollar 2020. Was that something that I missed, Cody? Did I not see that? I don't think I saw that. Babe Honker. Yes. Ashley Schaefer, BMW in the house. Good Lord. Ashley Schaefer, BMW has graced us with his presence and the orange pill emojis. Max Dignitas. Boom, baby. Dynamite stick. Doge. Orange coin bad. Yes, Patricio. Orange coin bad indeed. Just remember how bad that orange coin is. All right. Pretty much anything orange bad. I don't know if you guys can tell. I have an orange light on right now because I was feeling a little bit in an extra orangey mood today. And I wanted to portray that on the stream. And I didn't want to tell you guys, but too late. Cat's out of the bag. Big Hunger says he's pulling funding on people who mandate the face diaper. So based. How can they mandate the face diaper if it's not even like how can they? I mean, there is no mandate, right? Or am I that lost right now? I'm pretty sure there's no mandate on it. So I think it's just people who are just. Oh, you mean like places that are trying to enforce it? Okay. As far as schools, I guess. All right. Well, that makes sense. I mean, I guess if the people that work in those in that department of or in that field in the state of Florida, if they don't agree with it, I'm sure they can just, I don't know, go move to a place that has a policy that does agree with the things that they like, kind of like I did. I was in a place that did not agree with how I viewed the world and what I wanted to be told to do, and so I moved. So I'm surely these people can do the same thing, right? They can just go to where's a place like that? I don't know, California. They can go there, right? They probably get paid to go there too. Temperature says, at CalW, we need a sticker with you with folded arms, looking intimidating with the motto, 1,000 job applications, deal with it. That is indeed a momentous amount of applications. Cody Moose says, don't mind me, I just watched Princes of the Yin. Cody, Fido actually said that today, that he had just watched that as well. And I still haven't watched it, so I have no idea. I have no idea what it's about. But I do have it sitting right in front of my face from the notes from the last stream because someone actually told me to watch it. So was it good, Cody? Let me know. I think Fido said it was good. Max Dignitas says my pecs are sore. Dude, mine are too. Well, actually, my back is sore, not my pecs. But Osa Chain in the house with the orange pill emojis. Princes, not prices. Yeah, I think I knew what you meant. Did I? I don't know. I don't know, fam. Governor Tushi, nursing home resident eliminator. I really don't know, Sam. I really don't know the story on that. Like, so what happened? Probably don't post that in the chat. I'm wondering. I think so. What I heard was that guy, the guy who's the governor of that area, put people who were sick in an elderly home, and yeah, I think that he's in trouble for that. But he's also in trouble for. Is he in trouble for that? Maybe he's not. And he's also apparently in trouble for diddling children, right? Or was that something else? Is this just another guy getting in trouble diddling children? If so, not surprised at all. Canada, LOL. Oh yeah, Canada. Does Canada have the? Have they activated the mandate for the diaper? Oh yeah, send them to Canada. Yeah, I mean they can go to Canada, right? Sure. Trade places with you, Babe Honker. It is eerily similar to certain things happening right now. It's kind of like, Cody, is it kind of like synonymous with the sovereign individual or what? Or am I misguided on that? Pablo Busco in the house says, I'm back, B1TCH3S. Well, B1TCH3S. Pablo wants you guys to know that he is back. And Babe Honker says, and now they're doing employee mandate pokey poke. Yikes, guys. Yikes. All right, guys. Somebody asked me something. What is my favorite color? What time is it? What is the velocity of an African swallow? Actually, I think the question from Monty Python's Holy Grail was, what is the velocity of a swallow? And then the answer was African or European. Pablo is back in Infinite. Yes, we need to make sure Pablo stops taking 80 hours to write his code. Guys, Pablo's taking way too long to write his code, so we need to do something about that. Nurses are fighting it. I saw, well, yeah, probably shouldn't talk about that. Never mind. Patricia says orange, bad. Basically, step-by-step how central banking bonded Asia and Europe. Yeah. All right. So I was reading a book from somebody. I only finished like the first few pages of the first chapter, but it kind of started out a timeline back in like the late 1800s in America, and essentially like the inception of the banks coming into the country. And I guess they had this plan to give out, the book made it seem like it was predatory loans, although I'm not quite sure if it was actually predatory loans. And I guess I don't really know what a predatory loan is per se, other than like we give somebody a loan that's like an outrageous amount of interest and it's like impossible to pay back. But I mean, if the person has the collateral or has the ability to pay back, then maybe that's not so bad. Or maybe it is that a predatory loan is something that people give loans out to people who shouldn't be getting loans because it's just going to inevitably make their lives worse. I'm really not quite sure, right? I'm pretty sure, guys, there's actually a legal definition of what a quote unquote predatory loan is, but I don't even know exactly what that is. So what do I miss about New Orleans? All right, hold on. Let me marinate on that. Let me think. What do I miss about New Orleans? I miss City Park in New Orleans, but I'm sure that there's a park around this area that's probably equally good, if not better. But I will say, the entire city is just a basically swampy toilet bowl that is stinky and smelly and dirty and very old. And if you get a new car within a year, you're going to get a new suspension. And I mean, I can sit here and name things that are bad about it all day long, literally, because there's so many things that are bad about New Orleans. But I would say, if I were a normie, Babe Honker, I would say that I miss the food. But I don't, because I spent like the first 20 years of my life eating New Orleans food on a daily basis. If you guys can't tell, that's how I got the gains, is from the po' boys and the red beans and rice and the boudin. But I really don't, honestly, bro, I really don't like New Orleans food that much. Like, there's really not, like, everyone freaks out about New Orleans food. There's really nothing like that spectacular about it. City Park, I guess, is maybe the only thing. The only thing about New Orleans that I miss, on top of maybe, yeah, we're going with City Park. That's it. Phil Good. Am I pronouncing your last name right, my man? Phil Good says, yo, what is up, my friend? Good to see you. Are they actually, Sam? I'm shocked if they are. Watch Princess of Yen. Yeah, we were Phil, someone was just talking about that before you came in here. So yeah, I actually have that written down in my notes from the last Monday stream where someone had told me to watch that. And I still haven't, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Orange. Very orange about it. Are those coconuts? Yes. Where did you get them? I found them. LMAO. That's from Monty Python, right? And the Holy Grail. That was a good movie, man. That was a great movie. Like, why isn't comedy like that anymore? Comedy is like awful now. In fact, I don't even think I even know any comedies. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. How do I super chat here? Phil, you cannot super chat until I have 1,000 subscribers. Today we are at 350, so we have 650 more to go. So if you guys are in here and you appreciate me, you want to love me, make me feel good about myself, you want to support me, or even if you just want to watch me quietly and hate on me, go ahead and smash like, subscribe, and just do it. Do it now. Sam Perchizzi says Cuomo is in trouble supposedly because of giving his female aides free unwelcome advances. Okay. But I believe it is to cover up the INVESTIGATION into nursing home resident ELIMINATION. Do you think that, well, maybe this is none. Maybe after a Dude Party stream on Saturday, maybe this is like something we shouldn't even talk about. But I guess Sam, you can just answer me with a yes or no. Do you think are you is that a slight insinuation of that that it was tactically done to put the super boomers out of their misery, or what? I'm not really sure. What would they benefit that other than like not having to pay them Social Security, which we already know. Sam, you and me talked about this yesterday. We already know Social Security is a Ponzi. So Phil says, "Do you miss the smell of garbage?" God, no, dude. I don't. Phil, I'm not gonna lie, bro. My neighborhood back in Nola. So like the neighborhood I grew up in was Metairie, Louisiana. All right, and Metairie technically isn't even a legal city. It is a suburb of New Orleans. But when you had a license or when you put anything on paper, you basically put Metairie as a city. And I don't know like the legal gymnastics of how that worked, but in Metairie, it didn't smell bad. Now, the house that I own, which is being sold this Friday, look, we're finishing this Friday. I was basically like a hop, jump, and skip away from Bourbon Street and the French Market. And boy, oh boy, if anyone's ever been to Bourbon Street, you guys know it's a stinky doo-doo, stinky doo-doo type of smell in the air. And honestly, guys, there's really nothing that great about bourbon. Like I never understood why people would freak out. I met so many people from out of town that would just come to Bourbon to just like hang out and like, dude, did you guys come here to pay for overpriced bottom well drinks mixed with copious amounts of sugar and stinky, dirty poo-poo floor? You know what, guys? I'd take some back. Babe Honker asked me, what do I miss about New Orleans? I do miss the architecture of the buildings and homes in New Orleans because it was like really cool, pretty like mixture of Spanish and French, like just architecture in general. And it looked cool. But a lot of those houses are becoming like dilapidated now. And the city owns a lot of them because people just have abandoned them, especially after Katrina. Like Katrina came, the city like acquiesced so much vacant property because it was just abandoned. But man, when I was getting there, like this whole Crab 19 situation, like the crazies have just been like on the loose, man. Honestly, in my neighborhood, like three abandoned houses. Okay, one of them was an abandoned house that was incredibly old, and it was like protected under one of like those laws. It's like, hey, this is like a historic landmark, and nobody can demolish this house. They can technically, if you buy that house, you can only renovate it, and you can only renovate certain parts of it. All right, and then it has to also go by like a specific building code to where it's supposed to still look like this old house. So homeless people, well, I don't even know if they were homeless. They could have just been crackheads, went inside this house and basically burned it on fire and ended up burning up the two houses next to it and almost burning the house across the street from it. And then literally maybe like 6 houses down from my house on a busy street that like a very well-known street that like people populate on every single day. My friend's dad, who is a realtor, like a real estate mogul down there, he owned this property. And it was just like abandoned for a long time because no one wanted it. He didn't have it for sale, and nobody, I guess, made him an offer for anything. But they snuck inside of this place, burned it on fire, and then a couple other houses kind of further away from where my house was, people literally just got inside and caught on fire. And like the POLICE basically can't do anything about crime right now in that city. So thus it has been not very nice place to be. But back to your comment, Phil, the smell of garbage. I feel like since in the last like let's just say December 2020 until April of this year, 2021, right before I left, the smell on the street just got increasingly just blah. Because I think people are just like, hey, this is just a circus, and we don't care about anything anymore. Just take our trash and just throw it everywhere. And there was just been trash all over the floor lately. You know what, too, dude? I used to go and like clean up trash on my street and like the side street next to me, just because I didn't want to have a trashy neighborhood Literally, I didn't want to have a trashy neighborhood because people walk. I mean, it's right next to downtown, and people will walk up and down it all the time and leave their trash. All right, and I'm just like, all right, there's like a hand grenade bottle over there, like all this other nonsense. I would just clean up trash every day, and it was like the next day I would just come back. One time, this is the one time and the last time I ever cleaned up trash in this neighborhood was, let's just say, I was cleaning up trash, and then a car. It was a dude and a girl. Parked right next to me, literally in the middle of cleaning up trash. I guess they didn't even see me. They opened up the door. This is like right in front of my house. Opened up the door and like dumped a bunch of like Wendy's bags out of the car and all kinds of trash and just like drove off. And like this lady, when she saw me, when she was dumping it, she like made eye contact with me and she realized I was there. And then she realized I had a trash bag and I was cleaning up trash. And she just like, you could just tell in her eyes, like, yeah, that's right. I'm a scummy individual and I'm caught, but fuck it, I don't care. Do I miss the smell of garbage though? No. Average humidity, Patricio, in where? In Miami or New Orleans? I would say that the humidity in New Orleans is probably the worst in the entire country. People come here to Miami and they say that the Miami humidity is bad. No. You guys don't know. Got to go to New Orleans. That's probably the worst humidity that anybody could ever ask for. And also, it's because it's literally below sea level. Like that city shouldn't even exist. And it was essentially a swamp that was irrigated in order for the French and Spanish to basically bring a port there so they could bring shipments of goods and stuff up to the Mississippi River, because the Mississippi River ends at the bumhole of New Orleans, Lake Pontchartrain, and then it goes out to the Gulf. Pablo says, serious question, J05H. If you never got into code, what do you think you would have pursued? I don't know. There was a time where I wanted to be a professional bodybuilder, but I was already coding by then. And then also that's a professional bodybuilding for basically like the years of your life that you have to take off, and the absence of anything else that you can do outside of your preparation for these shows and the tiny amount of money that you get. It is not a feasible career per se, which is why most of them end up doing horrendous things for money. But if I didn't get into software and IT, what would I do? I really don't know, man. I guess I want to say that maybe I would have done, either something math related or honestly, maybe accounting. Probably accounting, because I mean that is math related, and I did take like several accounting classes, just because I don't even know why I did that. And actually, it was the accounting school that the university that I attended. They had what's considered to be a like tough accounting school, and I got A's in most accounting classes that most people failed. So maybe I would have done that. But then, dude, as soon as I would have like woken up and smelled the roses and be like, wait a second, this isn't really like the best. This isn't really like the best job field anymore. I would have probably just immediately gone to computer science, because like, a lot of these boomer jobs aren't really even going to probably be a thing anymore in the next like 1 or 2 decades to come. So yeah, I really don't know. That's actually a great question, Pablo. I really don't know. Maybe I would have just been a degenerate millennial like everyone else in my age group is. Because I mean, look what's going on right now, guys. Like nobody's working, right? Very few people are working. In fact, me and my crew and my boys and the people that I know, us working, we're like an abnormality now. Literally an abnormality. We're a minority of people. Us working is not considered to be normal. Man, especially in Miami, because like average female job in Miami is, all right. So let's just put it to you guys like this. There's like, I guess, upper, middle, lower class in Miami. But I guess like the life they live it's all like higher up than like upper, middle, lower class would be in other places. But the upper class people here are just like actors, movie stars, people that just own property here because they just have a boatload of money and they have too much money and little time. left in their life because they're old. And I don't really know when to speculate how those people made their money. I mean, either like acting or movies or some kind of like large corporate business, or maybe they're like family wealth or whatever. So those people live a pretty good life. And then there is like the upper middle class. So and that's age range probably involving around like the age of like late 20s to like late 20s and up. I wouldn't consider anything lower than that to people, because most people lower than that don't even have the ability to work right now, or period. But the upper middle class, and then the middle class, and then even the lower class, and then the lower class here, most of the women here essentially just like, in order to afford the life that is of a life of Miami, that is the kind of life that they want to live. You know, you guys know what I mean, right? They essentially sell themselves, or they're sponsored in one way or shape or form. And then there is the male equivalent, and the men in that range essentially are kind of like just professional scam artists, and they just like scam people. So like having a regular job, at least in the city like this, is there's definitely a large percent of people out here who definitely have regular jobs. But regular high-paying jobs, not a whole lot, especially people in that age range. Probably anyone under 40, it's hard to find somebody here who has a regular high-paying job. They most likely don't work, and they got their money from something else, or they're a professional scam artist. And then there's like, the lower class people who they probably most likely don't speak much English, and they're working like in the service industry, or they're just like younger too. But point at Pablo is that the jobs like are just not very, dude. There's really, in my opinion, guys, and I'll just straight up say it. In my opinion, almost every industry is a dying industry, unless software has basically clung onto it and kept it alive. And I think in the future that there's going to be very, very few jobs out there that aren't going to be centered around some sort of software product. Even insurance, like insurance companies, they have the software system that basically automates their insurance process. I'm sure you guys are already familiar with, like, maybe you guys have like Geico, State Farm, Progressive. They pride themselves in their app that you don't have to call anybody, or maybe every now and then you do, but if you want to update your policy, you can just go through your app, right? Farmers insurance, it's all run through code now, through application. I guess we have healthcare. And that literally takes like physical presence, requires physical presence. Let's see, accounting can be done literally by software. In fact, most accountants will just literally use software. I mean, before they were doing the same thing too. They were just using Excel spreadsheets and stuff. Let's see. What's another, like, I'm trying to think of jobs that don't require software right now. Maybe like a mechanic or a repairman, but I mean, let's just say if you're if you're an appliance guy, like our friend appliance guy who hasn't been in the chat in quite some time, he runs his own business, and obviously that is a hard skill that is knowledge based, right? Very, very two good important things. But he uses software to accept payments, which not a huge part of his business, right? So I'd say that's probably one of the ones that wouldn't be affected. Then service industry, I guess it depends what it is. If it's like a nice restaurant, I'm sure you'd don't want to go. I'm sure people don't want to pay money to go to a nice restaurant and like interact with a fucking robot. I mean, I certainly wouldn't want to. I want to have someone like nice and like give me their opinion on like what this dish is like and what this dish is like. But I mean, if I'm going to McDonald's, if I'm going to McDonald's or any kind of fast food restaurant, especially fucking Tropical Chicken, Pollo Tropical. Oh my God. The people that work at Pollo Tropical, I'm like, I literally 10 lines of code could replace you. Maybe that was kind of mean, but in all honesty, 10 lines of code probably could replace them. A switch statement could probably replace them, but those could be automated because I mean they're kind of like overly costly and they're time inefficient, and they are sometimes, I'm sure you guys have noticed, like if you ever have to go work or go give business to a place like this, just to say like a McDonald's or like any one of those restaurants, any one of those like small fast food chain restaurants, or like the DMV. I guess the DMV would be considered the same thing too, although it's not. Although the DMV could definitely be automated for sure. But my point is, most of these places that people don't want to work at, I wouldn't mind not having to interact with those people, because when you go to a place that people that are working there that are kind of in control of the destiny of what you went there to go do, and they are really mean, have a nasty attitude, just make your time even harder, and it takes like an extra 4 hours longer than it should have, because it should have took just like 30 minutes. I wouldn't mind those being automated. I think that a lot of like scientific studies currently can't be automated, although we do have some guy in our group in the DD gang that is in Canada. His name's Dixon. He was talking to us one time about like what would singularity really be. And his perception of it is that like basically every like minute, I don't know what the time interval was. It was like every minute or day or second, we have like a new ground. We have this AI, right? This artificial intelligence, and like every day, hour, or minute, or something like that, there's like a new Nobel Peace Prize winning piece of research that has been like discovered by this software. So I guess that's a possibility, but I don't think that's right now. Like I think we still need people to like actually study things, and be like leaders, authorities in their field, especially in like discovering new things. So maybe like niche sciences, maybe niche sciences can't be like automated, because like how maybe like the Marianas Trench, like can we get people to like go and deep dive? I guess they do. They get machinery to go down there and deep dive, right? But some of them go with the machinery, and they like records footage, but then they have to like analyze the footage, and they have to like cross-reference it with all kinds of different records of like these species of aquatic animals or aquatic things that people found before. I mean, I don't really know, guys. I'm not a deep sea marine biologist, but I think that would probably maybe be a harder thing to automate. I don't know. I really don't know. But as far as like regular jobs, like if you guys think about baby boomer generation, like if any of them either didn't own their business, weren't a doctor or a lawyer or some kind of like highly specialized field, they're most likely just worked behind a cubicle for a company where they just gave her a specific position. And these are just like normal jobs, normal people from anywhere between like lower middle to upper middle class, maybe even upper class. I think most of those will be automated, because unless they're doing anything that's like heavily brain IO intensive, which would probably even be better to be automated. I don't know. And hey, maybe even software engineers will be automated one day too. But it's gonna take us to do that. So, Pablo, I probably would have just only done code anyway. To be quite honest with you, that's the only thing I ever saw myself as like effortlessly good at least better than most people, than just normal people, was dealing with a computer in general. And I was like, this is kind of my thing. This is kind of like what I'm supposed to do. And yeah. Oh, wow. I messed up on the chat. Sorry, guys. I didn't see you guys over there while I was rambling. Hootin' and tootin' and rambling. Let's see. Good sounds like good. Okay, feel good. All right, perfect. Great question, Pablo. Yes, indeed. He would probably be selling booty bands. Yes, need to be selling those booty bands, guys. Feel good says, someone mentioned it in MLD stream. It is very telling on the hold on. Forgot, guys. We can't say those words here. Let me rephrase that. It's very telling on the CB system. Antonio says, don't be a ninja watcher. Yeah, guys, smash like, subscribe. At least subscribe. I think he would have been a M4LE ST1PP3R. I don't know. Maybe I would have been a M4LE ST1PP3R. We'll have to see. We'll have to go find out. Sam saying yes, sticker on that. Chip and Dale dancer. Is that the same thing as is a Chip and Dale dancer the same thing as a M4 LEST1 PP3R? Is that what that is? I'm not sure. Booty bands, LOL. Willie Mays, Scotch House, best chicken ever. Hey, Phil, Willie Mays is literally, wait, hold on. Is that Willie Mays? Willie Mays. Hold on. I'm getting confused here. Hold on. Willie. Scotch House. I never heard it called Scotch House. Yeah. All right. So, all right, Phil. You want to see how close Willie Mays is to my house? The house that I'm selling / still currently own. All right. Let's see. I'm assuming you mean this, Phil. So you mean this restaurant, right? Willie Mays. Good old Willie Mays. Never heard it called Willie Mays Scotch House. Only heard it called Willie Mays. So this is new for me. All right. I'll show you how close Willie Mays is. Can we go? Let's go to Google Maps. All right. Willie Mays Scotch House. But to dox myself on stream, but it's okay because I won't own this house in approximately 4 days. It will no longer be mine. All right. Where's North? North. All right. So this is Willie Mays right here. This right here is Willie Mays. This thing that I'm like highlighting, this little red dot. So at my house is right about here. Yeah. And knows that's work right here. This is my house right here. See how it says work? I don't know how it knows that, guys. This is a fucking new computer. It knows, probably because I'm signed in. But yeah, I'm that close. I was that close to Willie Mays. It was about approximately 1.3 blocks away from Willie Mays. I'm kidding. It's just like about 1 block. So take that for what it's worth. I actually, Phil, I didn't eat. I moved in that house. I bought that house. When did I buy that house? April 2019, April 2020. And I didn't eat at Willie Mays the entire time that I moved there. And I really wanted to. But every time that I had free time, it was either closed because of the coof, because of the Crab 19, or on Fridays, what they did, Phil, is they literally had free food, free lunch for everybody on Fridays to just help, with the stuff and the craziness going on with the Crab 19 situation. And every fucking time I went, there was a line all the way up to Esplanade. I was like, there's no way I'm waiting in this line for some free fucking chicken. I'll just go to the gas station down the street and pay, I guess, $1 for chicken. But their chicken is really good. That's some of the best fried chicken that not only will you ever taste, but you'll ever literally smell in your entire life. I'll tell you that much. It is at least a very delectable smelling chicken indeed. Tim Scott says, "What's your opinion on Jacksonville versus Miami?" Jacksonville has a higher population, is cheaper, but Miami is still the best in your opinion. I don't know anything about Jacksonville. Never lived there, so I've only visited there once or twice for an hour driving through. Here's the way I see it. Depends on what kind of life you want, right? It depends on what lifestyle suits you best. If just being in Florida and being away or being in a place that facilitates an environment that is more aligned with your belief set to where you feel you can be left alone and just live a normal life, then I don't think anywhere in Florida would be bad, except for maybe out in the Everglades, but that wouldn't be too bad to me because the Everglades are basically my backyard when I was in Louisiana. Not literal Everglades, but you guys know what I mean, the goddamn swamp. So that really wouldn't bother me. But are you wanting you're 29, I think, right? I think you're 29. Just depends, dude. Do you want to be around the good scenery? You want to be around a lot of people who you can possibly network with? Do you want to be around the hot girls? Do you want to be around the craziness? Do you want to be in a quieter area that's a little bit more tamed down? Because if so, you could just go to Fort Lauderdale, which is 30 minutes north of Miami. And that's the suburb of Miami. It's a suburb of Miami, and it's also cheaper and quieter too. I don't know why you're asking about Jacksonville. I really don't know anything about Jacksonville, so I can't give you an honest opinion. My perspective, you're if someone was asking me, would you live in Jacksonville or Miami? It would be Miami because that's why I'm here. I didn't come here to go to Jacksonville, and I really don't know anything about it. But in my mind, I had people from my network here. My mentor is basically if and when he ever comes back to the United States for good, he will be in Miami. So that would be important for me to be around him. Guys in my network, literally in my group, are moving here by the drones. Like, we had two of them, Sam and then Babe Honker in the chat, moved here on Saturday. Pablo Busco in the chat moved here a couple weeks ago. Two other guys are coming within September, and then possibly another guy in September or November, maybe after the BULLRUN from CRYPTO CURRENCY. So maybe, I expect a lot more people to come. And like, if you're in your late 20s, early 30s, this is or even like all your 30s. I mean, this to me, this is the place to be, because it's like lots of nice, lots of really good looking women out here, if you know what I mean. And then also, like, almost anything to do. It is a beachy tropical vibe. Like, you don't even feel like with the scenery here, you don't even feel like you're in America. You feel like you're on a beach somewhere far away, sitting on a beach. I could go on and on and on about like why I like Miami, but is that to mean that Jacksonville isn't good? I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't know. I really wouldn't know, because I haven't been there. But I tell you what, I got to go drop the spotted pointer off in Mississippi probably pretty soon in the next couple weeks. So I can definitely stop there and like eat some lunch someplace and maybe interact with some people and see. But also just feel like, Miami's a good place to just like network and meet people too. So let's just see who else is over here. Oh wow, I had this chat scroll. You guys keep rugging me. I keep rugging myself the chat because I keep seeing that you guys are saying things that I don't see. Sam says, "What else is a better way to bump up lagging crab numbers?" Okay, hold on. What else is a better way to bump up lagging crab 19 numbers? I guess what you meant, crab 19. That put crab patients with the old immunocompromise. That's likely to be the impetus for crab patient involuntary boomer visits. Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the CUOMO, that guy. You're talking about that thing in the nursing houses. All right. Yeah, I don't know. Red Seas Blues, sup, dude? What is up, my dude? How are you doing? I see you got your studio getting set up over there. Man, I gotta look. DM me on IG, dude. I know I haven't talked to you in a while. I gotta get you on now. Now that I have my own studio Versailles, which I'm gonna be also doing some more upgrades to very soon, guys. Do you remember your first lifting program? Did you squat SKWAT every day? I never ever squatted every day. Pretty much since I started working out when I was about 8, like started working out like religiously when I was like 18. I think when I was 18, which was my senior year of high school, I pretty much did full body, like kind of pump workout every single day. I don't think I knew. I thought I was like, yeah, I'm training hard, but it wasn't like actually training hard. If you guys know what like training hard's like. And I pretty much just did my full body every day because it just, I don't know. And then since then, I did either like a 5-day split, a 6-day split, a 7-day split, an 8-day split. I did an 8-day split for quite some time. In fact, sometimes I still go back to 8-day split, or a 3-day split of push-pull legs. But Max, my first probably like 3 years like of college, I definitely did every time that I did like a quote unquote leg day, I did literally squats and deadlifts every single one of those leg days, which probably was not beneficial. I did it anyway, but definitely not squatting every day. I see that like on like a lot of like the beginners, like starting strength guides and stuff like that. And I think to me, Max, unless you have a specific body type, that if I looked at you and I was like, oh yeah, that dude's a squatter, like a natural squatter, I would not advocate doing squatting every day. In fact, I still wouldn't do that. Are you asking me because you think my legs are big? I think my legs got big from just like literally all kinds of different leg training in all kinds of different ways. And then also I'm short. Like I have in fact, I'm disproportionately short in between my torso and my legs. Like I have like a normal person sized torso, but I have the leg height of a shorter person than what is actually my height, which is very strange. So I'm one of those like squatter people, I guess. But dude, I hardly train my legs now. I might train my legs like every 10 days now, Max, to be completely honest with you. And if I do, it's like usually pussy weight. I'm going to be training my legs tomorrow and I'm actually going to be doing squats tomorrow. But I have beaten my legs into oblivion, ferociously training for shows, and like I'm pretty sure my right kneecap is like a centimeter away from just exploding, and then me never squatting ever again. So I'm trying not to do that as much as possible. Although there are drugs that you can take to like help aid that, like nandrolone can like basically fill your joints up with fluid and allow you to be able to facilitate a higher impact level on your joints. But there's also conflicting studies of whether or not it actually helps you or not, or if it just makes it feel like it's less painful. And dude, if weight that should be painful for your body feels less painful, that's not good, because you're going to do too much of it anyway, because your body's not telling you, hey, stop. Which is actually a very common thing between bodybuilders who are obviously on performance enhancing drugs, especially when they're getting ready for a show and they're on like a large amount of them. Like, dude, you can like bang out some weight that you should not be banging out. And that's like easy way to go in Snap City. But Tricia says the architecture is like old colonial houses un Latin America. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty too, right? It looks cool. That's like my dude. If I could like build a house in like the middle of nowhere, I would build like an old colonial house like that. That's like, that's what I like. I'm like, man, that's a fucking classy house. My friend, his family own a like a tree farm basically across the lake from New Orleans, Louisiana, in the more like redneck New Orleans, the more like southern New Orleans neighborhood, which is not even, I mean, it's 30 minutes north of the city, but they have this like super fucking old colonial house, and it's like massive, and it's like, that thing's fucking beautiful. I love houses like that. Babe Hunger says, oh, I forgot, I have to get the camera for you ready for Wednesday stream. Yeah, let's do it. Come over whenever. You can literally come over tonight after this if you want. Cody Moose and Who says it's probably the most YouTube friendly comment I've ever seen. Which one, Cody? Oh, Sam. You mean Sam's? Yeah, that was pretty YouTube friendly for Sam, right? Let's see. All right, we got Sam wrote some code for here, guys. Hold on. I had to snort. I had to mute myself so you guys didn't hear me snort. Hold on, I got to do it one more time. All right, trying to be polite for you guys. All right, so we have an image element here. Image source equals path.join underscore dire name plus assets slash Pablo slash underscore is underscore infinite.jpg. Alt equals Pablo is literally infinite right now in image. So Sam just wanted to let you guys think about an image of Pablo saying that he is literally infinite right now, and then it has a description basically that tells you guys that this is so. That's great code, Sam. Thank you, Sam. If Josh uses Streamlabs, we can get you a Sam yes sticker. I am using Streamlabs. I don't think I have. Let me see. I mean, I can do like, guys, I can do like this. Like, I mean, I can like look in the top. I think it's y'all's left, maybe. Like, I can change like this stuff, right? I can change that. I probably should just be leaving this one on. This is like too small. I don't know why it has like the DD like logo on this one's too small, but we'll just leave the dev pill up. And I can do like this, like I can do like overlays like that. And obviously I can do like small clips like this too. Let's see.
De style holding, où le canot est à ni longé. Flip the switch.
Urs Mühlert, it's Halbedone.
That was your favorite person, Klaus in the house. But I don't know about putting a sticker in here. I mean, if you can give me a transparent background PNG sticker of whatever you guys want, I'll put it on here. As long as it's not like, going to get me, as long as the NSA agent 291 isn't going to enter the chat. Let's do it. Yeah. Do you have a favorite comedy movie? I don't get tired of Monty Python, LOL. Favorite comedy movie? Monty Python's pretty high up there. Let me think. Let me think of actual comedy movie. Weekend at Bernie's is pretty funny. And I think it's funny that it's kind of like relevant to what's going on in the world right now. I actually love Weekend at Bernie's. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is probably one of the most based, like, and I wouldn't know if that, would you consider Ferris Bueller's Day Off a comedy movie? I'm not sure. And then, I'm not sure I don't know about movies, but I can tell you what, Eastbound and Down is probably one of the funniest TV series that I will never like. I'll watch when I watch TV. I have not watched TV in like legitimately, guys, like probably 4.5 years now. But when I did watch TV series, Eastbound and Down, I would go through like phases of like, oh, this series is great, this series is great, and then I would like never want to watch it. Maybe I'd watch it a second time, and then after the second time, my thirst would be quenched, and I wouldn't want to watch it again. But Eastbound and Down, I can watch. I haven't watched in a long time, but if I were to watch someone right now, I would probably watch Eastbound and Down because I will literally never get tired of Eastbound and Down. Which I hope Ashley Schaefer BMW is still in the chat because obviously he's a character from my favorite TV series. Josh literally limitlessly picks up trash right now. Yes. Nigeria region humidity is worse than Miami, bro. It's unreal. I'm not surprised. Miami humidity is not that bad, guys. Honestly, guys, it's the fucking sun. Like the sun here in the summer, especially around 12 o'clock, it'll basically like make you bleed. But I would definitely say that there's been hotter days in New Orleans, and at least it literally feels hotter in New Orleans in the summer because of the humidity. Even when you're inside your house, because of the nature of humidity, it makes your air conditioner harder to cool your house down, and thus you feel hotter. Like in New Orleans, it might actually only be 89 degrees outside, but with the humidity and the heat index, it'll feel like 115. In Miami, it might actually be 94 degrees inside, but since it's kind of the drier heat, it'll feel like actually 86. So, and yes, Sam Streamlabs is awesome, man. Josh can't sell clothes, own stickers, emojis, bro. It's awesome. I wish I kept it for my DJ's Twitch, but I can't DJ right now. You can come DJ on my thing if you want, guys. I'm ordering a stand-up desk because I talk way better when I stand up. I'm extremely ADHD, and like it's just better for me to stand up. In fact, I wish I could stand up right now, but I simply can't. And I have to like move this monitor up. I guess I could, and I would like that's as high as it would go. But I'm gonna get one of those standing desks that I used to have because I love those things, especially when I'm doing work or code or like anything that is requiring me to think. I like to stand up, and then also it's got like a switch you can bring it down too. Josh would have become a high frequency trader on the Grand Exchange. Yeah, actually, I probably would have been a RuneScape professional RuneScape PKer. You guys want to go see my RuneScape videos? Go to YouTube. I don't even know if they're still there. Let me see. Go to YouTube and search R3D Piano. R3D Piano. And they're not even my I'll show you guys. I'm pretty sure they're on here. Let's see. They're not even my videos. Like someone like I guess copied them and like put them on there. Red Piano PK vid is what you should search. Red Piano PK vid. Let's just see. And this isn't even mine. Not mine. So here's one 13 years ago, 2.5K views, 3.2K views. I don't know where the first one is, but these aren't even I didn't even upload these. So I don't even know who did that. Like, I don't know where my first one is either, but yeah, if you want to go see my RS skills, which are 13 years old and rusty, check those out. But yeah, maybe it would have been a high frequency trader on the Grand Exchange. Although, you know what, Max? Jagex basically nerfed the Grand Exchange because they were like, hey, we're gonna people were getting smart. So they were like, what they would do is they would basically abuse the algorithm in the Grand Exchange, and they would basically set an order at like one penny higher, or whatever what is it, GP, 1 GP higher than what the average price of the item was, or they would buy it lower, one lower, and they would buy like hundreds of thousands of increments of these things, and they would sell it immediately after for 1 penny higher. And because that, like, prices become, they had whales in RuneScape. They had whales in RuneScape for items that would just like pump and dump prices, which was funny. And then Jagex put a stop to that. Tom Graff checking in. What is up, my friend? Glad to see you. Cody Moose says, how the fuck do you not work? How do you be trained in the art of the bum? Who doesn't work? What? What you mean? Who's not working here? Cody, who do we have to beat up? Who's not working? Wade Emery says, laughy face emoji. Bro, I wrote a reconciliation program to do an accounting job at Chick-fil-A. RIP. I love Chick-fil-A. I'm addicted, bro. I don't have that where I was. They don't have Chick-fil-A in Canada? What? Son, I'm not even sure they have a Chick-fil-A in Miami. Cody Moose says, honestly, I see the automotive industry slowly dying. If they actually do, I probably shouldn't even say this word, MANDATE, electric cars, you'll have to know code on some level for real repairs if they are software updates. Yeah, probably so, right? Like, I'm assuming those things are going to get bogged. So who knows? But what I don't understand about the electric car thing is like, where is that electricity coming from? Like we're taking electric cars to save gas. Where is that electricity coming from? Is because you're plugging in the wall? Where do you guys think that electricity comes from? Majority of that electricity is from basically coal powered electric grids. So like, I'm assuming it takes a lot of that stuff, a lot of that juice to charge up an entire Tesla for. So I just don't get that part. I don't get that part. It's confusing to me. Maybe there's less of it in the air. I don't know, but I mean, I'm willing to bet, guys. There is technology out there that can propel motors without gasoline. Maybe. I don't have my tinfoil headbands, guys. Maybe it's a little tinfoil hattie. Willing to bet that it is a thing, though. Human switch statement, LOL. Or Tom, they would just error out. They would just be like, I'm trying to think of an instance like somebody when they're, when they have the face diaper on and they're like, you're in a place that doesn't require it, and they're out in the public. They're out walking in the open air, so that the air. I guess they're worried about the air, outside in the open. And you're like 6 feet away from them, and you don't have one because you're just outside and just whatever. And they want to come yell at you like, "Hey, you're putting me at danger," even though, well, that's a whole nother argument to begin with. And if you would just tell them no, they're like, "Hey, go get a thing." And you just tell them no. They're like, they would just throw an exception. So like people like that, you go to the drive-thru and one of those people, you're like, all right, I really just want a double quarter pounder with cheese and a Diet Coke. Could you say that again? I want a double quarter pounder with cheese and Diet Coke. Could you say that again? I want a double quarter pounder with cheese and Diet Coke. Say that again. Yes, I would like a double quarter pounder with cheese and a Diet Coke. Por favor. Okay, thank you. It's like they had to process that code a little bit slower than normal. Chick-fil-A has a cutting edge IT program. Believe it? Yes. Nick Sledgian says, when Baby Boomer started, Macy's had floors full of accountants running accounts receivable and stuff. Yeah. A lot of things were different back then too, right? Like there was a lot more need for people to have jobs, and also like, man, back then, the person that was working at McDonald's wasn't an adult who hates their job and doesn't want to be there. It was like a high school or a college kid who was like, hey, I'm fucking stoked to like make some money. Like, this is great. I have an opportunity to make money. I remember, guys, when I was in high school, every summer I used to work for the environmental department of what you guys call counties, what we call in Louisiana parishes, or called. I'm not there anymore. And man, I was making like, I don't know, I think $9.50 an hour or like $10.50 an hour. And dude, to me, that was like a boatload of money. And I was there 40-hour weeks, 5 days a week, just like the normal adults were there. And it basically was kind of like it was like a paid internship. But I remember like I would be like 15, 16, 17, and 18. I basically would have like checks every 2 weeks for like $600, $800. And I would be like, holy shit, like this is so much fucking money. And all my friends would be like, where did you get that money? Like, job. And I was like, I hated one of the jobs. I actually left and I ended up doing something else. But I like was, especially when I first started there, the first department that I worked for, God, I was like just so happy and ecstatic to just like be like making money because my parents would literally never fucking give me money. I'd be like, can I have money for a video game? They'd be like, no. I had to go ask my grandparents when I was like super young, just for anything that I wanted. So I was like happy, Nick, just to have the opportunity to make money. And I would also at high school, especially at my junior, senior year, I used to detail people's cars, and I charged like $100. And dude, I would literally like paint correct it. I would like buff it, paint correct it. I would it would take me like probably 4 hours to detail a car. Even like an average size one. And like people nowadays, like, it's so different, man. The whole job, everything is just like so different. Everyone that's working one of those normie jobs, they probably don't like their job. They're just doing it because it's a job, right? It's just strange how the money, people were needing to have security in income in order to pay things on a monthly incremental basis, forces people to be focused on that especially since they can't save because the dollar is just devalued. It forces people to become focused on that as opposed to being focused on the things they're passionate about and the things they care about. And if we were to change that around and we were to allow people to be able to focus on things they're passionate and care about, those people would actually be reinventing the world because they would be coming up with complex solutions to complex problems that people actually need to have problems and solutions for. And people can't do that because they have to focus their time on literally getting this money problem right, which comes to the whole point. And basically, when you fix the money, you fix the entire world, and then the world can become a better place, and people can go and do things and level up in the world and evolve as a society for the better, right? So when you fix the money, you fix the world, and that's not the case right now. It's gotten worse, right? So Angelo says, "What's going on, fellas? Hello, my friend. Good to see you." Sam says, "Unfortunately, China is currently engaged in using AI to write S space J space." Two V's concatenated together. Probably can't even say those three letters together because it's probably too bad, too harmful to say. Gobbledygook articles in disciplines ending with the word studies and submitting them to journals. Underwater basket weaving studies. Is that something that I should probably partake in? Phil Good says, I'm starting to think that Amish had it right on tech. Excuse me. Oh, guys, hold on. Let me cough. Did I get crab 19? Yeah, the Amish are probably right. Don't Amish have smartphones now? Don't Amish people have like smartphones? Right? I'm wrong. Pablo says, is Phil Good the guy dropping chicken all over West Avenue for Light to eat? I don't know who the fuck that is. Whoever's doing that needs to fucking stop. It's so annoying. Yes, sir, that's it. Babe Hugger says, same is so unplugged. Sam, I think he means Sam. Sam is so unplugged. I believe it. Yeah, that's what he meant. It's good. I went once a month before the coof. Yeah, it is pretty good. The line was long when we paid. Yeah, I mean, and I did notice that too, Phil. Every time that it was like actually open, like for fully operational hours, the line was like crazy long. So I was like, dude, what the fuck? This is ridiculous. I could literally just save time going somewhere else. But whatever, Phil. You know what, Phil? Give me your Venmo or Cash App. I'll send you some money. Go get some, put it in a freeze dryer and overnight it to me in the mail on FedEx. That would be cool. I'll eat it live on stream if you do it. Or it says gas station chicken is very underrated. Guys, in Oxford, Mississippi, the city known for the chicken on a stick. My God, if you guys could experience the deliciousness of the chicken on a stick at 2:00 in the morning when you're drunk out of your mind, or a pizza stick, my God. Some goddamn good chicken on a stick, man. John M says, howdy, gents. Virons 4 says, what's up, guys? What is up, my friend? Good to see you in here. I'm only here for 2 years, though, for school. I don't know about that. We'll see. Is the game really crazy out there? Hold on, Antonio. What exactly do you mean by the game? Do you mean by what I think you mean by the game? Like the pill of red game? That game? Is it crazy out there? We were talking, me, Pablo, Sam, and Greg and I were talking about that yesterday. Or was that, what is today? Monday? Yeah, today's Monday. Jesus, guys. The way that it's perceived that like it's like hypergamy on steroids. In my opinion, no. I think that it's easier here. I think if you just come here, like if you are a normal dude who's at least like normal or slightly above attractive looking in one way, shape, or form, maybe you exercise or you have just like a good face or something like that. You're well-to-do, you're intelligent, and you actually have your own job. You're financially independent. I think you come here, you get moved up more than where you were before. And also, there is not a single girl. There's very few girls here who are not attractive. So it's like they get moved down. So it's like it's not what you probably think it is. I venture to say, Antonio, if you came out here, it would probably be a delectable experience for you, my friend. Almost missed the live. Hey, my friend, we're still live. Don't worry, we're still live. Yep, I'm 29. Miami seems way better. Thanks for the intel. I mean, yeah. Do you know what? You know what else, Scott? Try going to spend a week in Jacksonville and then also a week in Miami in like Airbnb and like, or maybe more time in both places and just scope out whatever you think is best and then just go where your heart tells you to do. You know, if Texas turns BLUE, I'll move to Florida. Come on over, brother. Come on over. JO5H spelling out the bad words has me dead. Good. It's the only way that we can get past the Al Gore rhythm here on YouTube. G-Rod, I'm thinking the same thing. I'm in H-Town. Yep. I think H-Town's starting to become not so great, right? Look, Antonio, the only thing I know about H-Town is the last girl that I had any sort of like anything to do with that was from Houston faked the pregnancy on me and went to the fullest extent to do it. So I'm like, Houston's kind of lame. Eastbound and Down for sure. One of the funniest out there. It is a great show. Kenny Powers is he's a gentleman and a scholar. Phil says, I can feel it. I can feel it. Hold on. Let's find that. Guys. Let's find that. I don't want to say it. Let's make this guy say it. Let's make Ashley Schaefer BMW say it. You guys want to see that? Can we get a copyright strike for doing that? Let's see. Ashley, feel it in my plums. Ashley Schaefer BMW. Let's see. Actually, I should get this recorded and put this on the soundboard. He's been down. I can feel it in my plums. All right, hold on, guys. Hold on. Yep, found it, guys. I don't know. We're gonna get copyright. Really don't care. Fork it. I want you guys to see this. This is very important. It's very important that you guys see this. All right. Let's play it. Let's do it.
So you double retired? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Really? Can you feel the tension in the air right now? I know I can. I can feel it all the way down in my plums, getting all swollen with a light blue hue to them, fresh and juicy, ready for the picking. All the school children are lining up to put them in the sack lunches. Hey, that plum looks good. Can I trade it for your Twinkie? No, these are my plums. I want to bite into that plum.
Oh my God, that was great. I can feel it in my plums. Thank you for reminding me about that line, Phil. I completely forgotten about that. God, I hope Texas doesn't flip BLUE. I love it here. Well, my friend, you never know, right? You never know. You never know. Have you solved a Rubik's Cube before? Yes, I have. I used to have one when I was a kid. And I solved it one time, and I was like, this thing is stupid, and I don't want anything to do with it. And I think I threw it across the room in anger because I was like, I wasted my time doing that. Would you guys like me to try to do that again? Would you guys like me to be able to repeat that live on air as a 29-year-old adult male whose intellectual capacity is probably lower than it was when I was 12? Because I can if you want me to. Some, Phil, some. Azona flipped, and I still don't believe it. Yeah, we don't really know, guys. We don't really know what's going on. I mean, guys, we don't even know anything anymore. We don't even know anything. Hey, guys, for all you guys know, maybe we're all wrong, guys. Maybe we're all wrong. You guys saw the Dude Party episode with MLD. I got to say, guys, like, you know, I don't ever want to be, I never want to be the type of person who will completely ignore and is unopen and is unwilling to accept that I'm incorrect about something and unwilling to new knowledge. All right. Unwilling to be wrong about something and accept and analyze new knowledge and, you know, see where I was wrong. So, hey, for all we do know, guys, the sun could very well just be black outside and we're all just dumb. We're looking at it. The sky could be actually, pink, purple, polka dotted rainbow color. And we could all be wrong. We could all just be actually wrong that the sky is blue. So Sam says, excuse me, I did a burp when I was talking. What are you talking about? That's plausible AF? What do you mean? Have you solved the Rubik's Cube? Oh, that question? I don't know. Solar is going to take over. Josh, trends look good. Nick, I saw a thing on Amazon because I was actually looking for. I just see the post you just posted in the ELP Telegram chat. I saw a thing on Amazon, Nick, that like you could like an Amazon. It was an Amazon an item for sale on Amazon that is essentially a solar powered like generator. And I think it could provide up to like several hours of electricity at a certain amount of wattage, which was like, and I think it was like, I don't know, $300 or $400. And to me, I was like, dude, this is insane. I actually want to order it. I don't know. I don't know what I would use it for unless, you know, we had a BLACKOUT and like, We had a fake CYBERATTACK, and then maybe that'd be useful. But I mean, this condo that I live in literally doesn't have ceiling lights at all. In fact, it's like apparently a no-no in South Beach. I have a chandelier in like what's considered like the dining room area, but that's only like aerial light that I have because these windows are so goddamn big that they let a ferocious amount of light in. But I guess I wanted to power was out for several weeks at a time. I wanted to do some code. It would be nice, but to plug my computer in there and do some code or something. I don't know. San Francisco, impossible. Patricia, LOL. Electric cars limit your ability to move freely / tinfoil. Yeah, I was thinking about like this, Phil. Like, how fast can you charge an electric car? Hours, right? How fast can you refuel a gas car? Less than a couple minutes, right? Maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Can you carry extra electricity with you when you travel? No. Can you carry fuel with you when you travel in a gas car? Yes. What is your range like on a gas car? As far as like pretty damn good, especially if you're in like a Honda Civic. Like, my God, you can give like a $500 or $600 like fuel range. My car, the Mustang, talking about I don't know. Depends if you're on highway. I think sometimes, guys, I only drive in the city now and I never go anywhere. So my average MPG is like 12 or 11 miles per gallon. But when I actually do get that thing on the highway, I can get all the way up to like 26, 28 miles per gallon, which is not bad. So I think when I actually do, I think I can get like 400 miles out of it, and that's a V8 sports car, right? Not even a sports car. It's an American muscle car, which is made to suck as much gasoline as possible. And even that you can get more out of than you can get more distance. So yeah, think about that. Like, why? Like, that's a good point, Phil. That's actually a good point. Like, you basically you're less mobile, right? Your mobility is a lot less. I don't know, like, would that be because they don't want people to like leave the COUNTRY? Would they want people to leave the country? I don't know. Maybe yeah. You're right about the tinfoil. You're right about the tinfoilness of it. They really do. LOL, ranges are atrocious. Yep. As I don't know if Tinky Winky is in the chat, but just get a Cybertruck, bro. I don't know what the range is on that Cybertruck, though. Tinky Winky, that might be a mistake. Fatal mistake that you're making, bro. Don't do it. Somebody put the sticker in the Telegram chat. Sam says Nick Sledgian, instructions not clear. We went all in on Solana. What is the P Solana? Solana is $38. Nice, guys. Litecoin was up 14% on the 24 hours earlier today. I was like, wow, it's the first time this thing's moved in a fortnight. Nick Sledge says, I'll share the info. Solar may be the dark horse for energy. Very surprising to me. We should use solar. What about if you can have an electric vehicle that has solar, like a solar roof, like so it can charge like while you're driving? Is that too far-fetched to think? I don't think that's too far-fetched to consider that a possibility. LO, haven't been on this chat since the Cultivate Crypto course. What is up, my friends? Andrew Frazier, good to see you in the house. Antonio says yes. Haven't heard of this game, like baseball. Which one? What do you mean? Talking about Eastbound and Down? What? You told me the story about that chick one day. She's far north of Houston. I love the diversity here. We're now competing with San Jose. These girls are all nationalists here. Yeah. I'm glad there's some good babes out there. This girl definitely was not good at all. That's for sure. That's one reason why it's hard to leave. Plus diverse food too. Yeah, we have some pretty good diverse food here too. So, you come visit, man. Come visit. Come hit us up. Alex says, hey, ELPs, what is up, Alex? Good to see you in the chat, my friend. Range charging and sound are the only things I don't like about electric cars. Yeah, like, I really don't mind not sound. I'll put it, okay, so electric cars are cool. Like, have you guys ever like floored it in a Tesla? Like, you instantly reach peak power and torque. with a traditional car, like different cars, different motors, different transmission, like variations, they reach their like peak power at like certain levels and certain RPMs. So like you don't like, for example, my car, I have a Mustang, 2017 Mustang GT, and even for a V8, so most V8s, like they have peak torque and horsepower in the lower RPM band range, right? Like anywhere between like 2 to like 4,000 RPMs. With the Mustang, it revs. Mine redlines all the way to 7,200 RPMs, which is a fuck was very high for a V8, right? That's like Honda Civic levels, right? And like the Mustang doesn't reach peak power until like that high 7,000 RPM range. So it's like the Honda Civic of muscle cars, which is very strange. Whereas with electric car, you get like instant power. So like that's cool. Like if that ability that's great. I don't like the sound. I don't like how it doesn't have sound. It's not that I don't like it, Nick. I just prefer, like, as a car enthusiast, I prefer the sound of a good old nice American V8 or an exotic car sound. Or I mean, hey, I'm a V8 maximalist. We don't like a lot of you V6ers out there. Just kidding. It's not like it even matters, but plenty of cars come with a V6 that are like adequately powered and sound great, especially like one of my favorite sounding, and it's not a V, it's an inline six, is the like N54 BMW 335i, the one with the N54 engine in it. That is the most amazing stock sounding car that you will ever hear, and people make it sound even better than that too. Cybertruck looks ugly AF. Yeah, Kyle W says, I thought one of the early Prius models had a solar panel on the roof. Maybe. I'm not sure. Cody says, congrats on catching up with the chat. Thank you. What will you name your crypto cyber yacht? Ophelia. Let's call her Ophelia. Let's do it. Let's call her Ophelia. Has to be battery plus roof, since the roof is too small compared to energy drawn. Yeah. Exactly. Like, no, exactly. Like, obviously you could charge it as well, right? Like, you wouldn't want that thing to only get energy from the air, because like, what if you actually did need to have to stop somewhere? Like, what if you like were in the middle of the desert? Like, it would be super hard to do that. Or like, just driving on like a cross country trip or something. That would be impossible. Max Dignitas, just buy a Cybertruck, bro. Just buy a Cybertruck, bro, as Ebo would say. No replacement for displacement. That is good. That is a good saying, my friend. Zach, Max says, Ebo, just buy a Cybertruck sticker. Yep. Indeed. Guys, I had a cough again. I think I was eating rice and chicken earlier, and I think one of the rice is like stuck in my nasal cavities. I don't know if you guys ever had that happen before. It's very painful. And I'm just sitting here, guys. I'm sitting here trying to deal with it. And I hope you guys can understand. Hope you guys can see the effort that I'm giving for this stream. Hey, gobble of goop. Yeah, wow, caught up all the chat. All right, I'm out later, guys. Rugging you guys. Just kidding. We can go for some time. We can go for a little bit longer. I have a webinar that I need to do after this for the crew, although it's probably going to be a shorter one because it was supposed to not be today, but we're doing it anyway. But guys, what else, guys? What else? Bring it on. Tell me anything. Rug me. Tell me sweet nothings. Ask me one. Does anyone know what my favorite color is? Nobody cares about my favorite color. My favorite color is rainbow. That's my favorite color. I think you guys took the guess, right? You guys knew already, right? Guys, I am going to be no longer homeowner come Friday. And I got to tell you guys, it is a very relieving feeling. At first, when I was buying that house, orange. You said orange. No, it's actually red, but orange would be probably like chartreuse. Where are you from originally, Cody? I'm from originally born and raised in the dirty, dirty swamp, New Orleans, Louisiana. I am, guys, when I first bought that house, I was like, guys, I was taking a lot of time, effort, and energy to save up the money for the down payment of the house and to deal with all the nonsense that is included with buying a house, especially when you're buying a rental property that has tenants in it. And when I got the thing, I was like, man, I am a king. bought it. I was 27 when I bought my first house. Come on, camera, focus. I was 27 when I bought my first house, or I was 28. 28. Yeah. No, wait. I had just turned 28, and I was like, I am the only person my age that I know that has a house out of my peer group from growing up. I am a king. Everyone bow to me, peasants. And I was like, I was super proud. I was super proud, and I didn't just buy a regular house. I bought a money generating asset because it was a duplex, and I used it as a rental. And man, oh man, being a tenant is not easy, especially if you're doing 100% of the work yourself and you're paying for 100% of everything yourself. And people take advantage of you, man. People don't give a shit that they have to pay you. Like people, I've had multiple tenants get angry at me because I had to ask them to pay their rent, even when they're like extremely late, more than a month late. And it's like they're mad at you because they assume that I was just like this like awful evil. He's the evil rich guy. Especially when I bought that house, I was doing good for myself and better than most people my age, but I wasn't out there driving Lambos, if you know what I mean. And like people don't understand. I guess people just think that they deserve everything for free and they don't need to pay for rent. People don't understand like the fact that you are risking your head on the platter if something goes wrong. And you know, I stuck with it and I just did it anyway because I knew that in at least a year's time, I could at least just rent the other side out. Then I would have what I needed to go walk away, and then that would be automated. I can repeat my idea, guys, was to repeat that process over and over again and have multiple rental properties. And then the COOF-19 stuff, they made some changes to the law. They made it basically illegal for landlords to force their people that they're renting to pay them rent. So I was being punished for keeping what I have because, you know, I bought the house not because I wanted the house. I bought it because I wanted an asset generating property, right? That could accrue in value, and I could take that value later on when I wanted to sell the house. And also the house price went up insane amount everywhere in the entire country. And so I literally was incentivized to sell, and I was being punished if I was risking punishment if I wanted to keep it. And so I'm getting rid of that Friday, and I thought to myself, like, man, I don't even feel I feel no attachment to this thing. I mean, obviously I live in Miami now. I'm very far from it, but I feel no attachment to that house at all, whatsoever. The city, the area. I feel no attachment to not having to be a landlord anymore. In fact, I'm quite frankly, I'm happy that's the case. Maybe in the future when people actually people can actually take legal action towards people when they don't pay you after signing a document on paper that states that they will pay you every month. Like if, you know, basically the government doesn't basically allow people to rent for free. Then in the future, maybe it will be another thing that I do again. And if I do it again, I will do a scrupulous amount of reconnaissance on the people that I would potentially be renting to. Because I mean, dude, there's just like no excuse to like every time people wouldn't be able to pay me rent, they were able to pay the rent. They were just spending money on other things. I know that for a fact. And I know that's not the case for most people. And so, you know, people out there that can't afford rent, it really does suck. But if you can't, it's probably just, if you can't afford your rent and you know you're not gonna be able to because something happened to you in your life, it's best to immediately go to your landlord and tell them, hey man, I know I have like 8 months left of this lease, but like something bad happened and I'm not gonna be able to pay it. I'd rather you know now so that you could accommodate and get new people in here, yada, yada, yada. And like, you know, bygones be bygones. If someone came to me and said that, I'd be like, yeah, man, thank you for letting me know and being honest. And like, you know, what time you be going on? No, I'm not going to go after you for the next like 8 months of rent because I'd rather it would be easier for my life literally to just like have someone else come in here. So yeah, instead of just, you know, just doing that, but people are so different these days, guys. Everyone is so fucking entitled and just thinks that like the world is owed to them. So anything I have to do now that involves dealing with people, for work, like you're either gonna be my client and pay me before you get anything from me, or, you know, like, well, that's probably the only thing right? Because like think about the real works. Do you pay when you go to McDonald's? Do you pay McDonald's money before do you get the food before you pay the money? No, right? So what? No thanks, especially not with the craziness going on. Rainbow F-bombs in the ELP chat. Please no, guys. Please no. Why no Cajun accent? And it would have slammed a new episode on, Cody. I don't know, dude. Don't know, dude. Just don't have a Cajun accent. I was I don't know. Not really not a true Cajun by blood, at least. I'm not a Cajun by blood. I am 3/4 Italian, and then I'm 1/4 Ashkenazi JEW. Probably can't even say the JEW word because apparently the name of people that I am a quarter of is not okay to say. So I just won't say that. We'll just spell it JEW. So I'm a very strange combination of Italian and Ashkenazi JEW. Go GAUXELP. Indeed. What is your favorite color, and would you use that color in a Power Ranger suit? My favorite color is red, and when I was a kid for Halloween, I did indeed wear the red Power Ranger suit. I believe his name was Jason. I think, right? Or am I wrong about that? Pretty sure I'm right. We're at the 1.5 hour mark, fellas. No, we didn't have any IT or tech related questions tonight. So y'all made it too easy. And I think we had a good conversation. So anybody have any last questions? Speak now or forever hold it your peace. I will end it as soon as I finish drinking this water. I'll rug you all. Oh yeah. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you I really care about the likes and the comments so much, just subscribe, guys. If you're a shadow watcher and you're not subscribed, I'm at 350 subs right now. Need ELP to get 1K subs, guys. Need 1K subs. All right. That allows me to do a lot more things in YouTube. So got to get it done. All right. Sam, what is our resident GSP mascot up to? Light, what are you doing? He's chewing on something right now. He just literally just picked something up. Jason Lee Scott. Jason Lee what? Scott what? Light, what are you chewing on? What is that? Oh, you guys remember the bottle cap earlier that I dropped to make an analogy of the trash in New Orleans? I think he's chewing on that right now, but I'm about to go walk him and then start a webinar. So guys, like, comment, subscribe. I don't have an idea of what I'm going to do planned on for the Wednesday stream, but what I'm probably going to do from now on is for the time being, since it seemed like this was an easy, carefree way to just like interact with you guys and answer questions. Last time it was they had more people in here that were like having more IT or like fitness related questions. This was even easier, so you could just get to talk to you guys straight up. So I wouldn't mind doing that again every Monday. So we're just gonna call it Meta Mondays. All right, just Meta Mondays. It's meta because it encompasses everything. Okay, the Red Ranger, yes. Morgan W, Shadow Watcher checking in. What is up, Morgan? Good to see you. Please subscribe if you're not. I would implore you to subscribe to my channel, sir. Alex says, "Hey, what do you think about blockchain programming?" I think a lot about it. Literally, developer direction is literally in the middle of the blockchain fundamentals course right now. What do I think about it? Like there's different areas of blockchain programming. Basic blockchain programming, like creating like the underlying source code of the protocol itself. Probably not as fun and inventive, but I mean, it's cool, and I'm sure it evolves rapidly. And then I think that so for example, Ethereum, many protocols out at like it nowadays, that you can write smart contracts onto and basically create decentralized applications. I think that in many ways that is the future, unless the you guys know what's going on right now. The FUD going on with the good old GOVERMENT puts an end to it, but I don't think that they will. I think this is just a one of those fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me kind of things. Like as always, Max Dignitas. There you go. Yes, thank you. Yes, I actually have it. This is developerdirection.com. Actually have the where is it? Here we go, Max. There we go. Boom. But what do I think about it? Yeah, I mean, I think it's the future, man. That's why we are having a course about it right now. think it's a huge part of the future in a lot of different industries for sure. Like a lot of industries are going to be a lot of what we consider today to be like important industries and important companies. We're going to consider that like legacy code. Like for all we know, guys, in the next 5, 10, 20 years, we could be looking at Google in the same way that we look at like Netscape. It's like legacy code that is irrelevant. Wait, never mind. What platform are we on? I mean, sorry, guys. Google is the best tech company that has ever existed. I love Google. Google, please spare me, especially the Go programming language. It is the best programming language in the whole world. Please don't hurt me, Susan. Please don't ban me. Yeah, guys. I'm out. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys later.
Pump it. Pump it again. And again.
What the bloody hell is going on? The shakeout wasn't finished yet. Why haven't we crashed it?
Keep up, Jacob. This is all within expected ranges.
No. Recommence the dumps. Continue the black swans. Accelerate it. Bounce the dead cat. Pull the rugs. Build back even better. Activate the cyber pandemic. I'm in charge here. But the shadows.
It is not yours to take, Bog. The truth will set us free. It must.
Jack.
Huh?
Listen, man. Things are shitty. Trust me, I know. But staring at that phone isn't going to make a difference. Don't let it mold you.
Yeah. I'm thinking we're back.